Hello everyone, welcome you all to Eminence-plus Pharma Academy. We are very grateful of you to spare some time of your lives and have a look into us and GPAT. It's a hearty pleasure to have you all amongst us here today. We will be taking you through the exam course study, syllabus and phase of preparation for GPAT, and simultaneously we will be looking onto how Eminence can help you achieve it significantly. Our academy, Eminence-plus, is a team of eminent alumni and students from renowned institutes like NIPER, ICT, IIT BHU, and BITS. The motto of this class is to develop you overall in pharma education. We help you to restructure yourself by providing you with the richest culture of knowledge, by developing a troubleshooting mindset in you, by providing you with excellent study material in short, precise, and handy ways. If you have been tired of working day in and day out, if you are confused about exams, questions, pattern of study, and if you have the longing desire for success, then you will find all the solutions at one place, and that is Eminence. We will be providing you with everything possible, and we'll be discussing about it in our coming slides. So, coming on to the content for today's discussion, we'll be briefly discussing about what is GPAT, the syllabus, subject-wise books recommended for it, strategies for GPAT preparation, and the summarized view of all these points. And in between, we also must be discussing of some tips and tricks necessary for scoring in these exams. Lastly, but not the least, we'll be discussing about the key features of Eminence Plus. So coming on to what is GPAT? GPAT is Graduate Pharmacy Aptitude Test, and it is a national level competitive exam for admissions to master's program like M-Pharma and MBA in Pharma. It also serves as an eligibility criteria for admissions to premier institutes like NIPER, ICT, IIT BHU, BITS, and other states universities like Jamia Hamdard and Punjab University, and so on, and also for PhD admissions. So coming on to about GPAT examination, the exam pattern is MCQ based, that is multiple choice questions, and the exam mode is online or computer based. The total number of questions are 125 with each question carrying for 4 marks, so totaling up to 500 marks question paper. And for each positive response, you gain 4 marks, and for each negative response, you lose an additional 1 mark. And for unattempted responses, you neither gain nor lose any mark. The time limit for this examination is 3 hours, that is 180 minutes, with each question giving you 1 minute 44 seconds. The test date is usually in the last week of January. The score validity is for 3 years, and plus, in the addition to the benefits discussed, you also get a scholarship of 12,400 rupees per month if you pursue your masters in pharma. So now we'll be discussing about the most important part of the topic, that is syllabus and weightage. So one of the most important tricks to score in any of the competitive exams is to go through previous year question papers, and based on our knowledge we have categorized pharmaceutical subjects into major and minor. So the major subjects account to pharmaceutics, ecology, cognosy, pharmaceutical chemistry and pharmaceutical analysis, whereas minor subjects account to microbiology, biochemistry, biotechnology, pharmaceutical management and human anatomy and physiology. Where major subjects are essential for you to qualify the exam, minor subjects are essential for you to secure a good rank. So now we'll be discussing about the books recommended subject wise. So coming on to our major subject, that is pharmaceutics, we have classified into 6 subtopics, that is industrial pharmacy, physical pharmacy, biopharmaceutics, pharmaceutical engineering, pharmaceutical jurisprudence and pharmaceutical management. For industrial pharmacy, the main focus is industrial pharmacy, where you will be getting maximum questions from, so you can refer Lackman and Lieberman. This is essential and this is enough for study of GPAT and NIPER and other competitive exams. But for in-depth knowledge into different topics, you can also go through Remington. For physical pharmacy, you can refer both the books Martin and Subramaniam. They are special in their own ways. For biopharmaceutics, Brahmankar is sufficient enough. For pharmaceutical engineering, you can go through Subramaniam. For pharmaceutical jurisprudence, B.H. Kuchekar is also a good book. For pharmaceutical management, we recommend you to go through the calculations and the questions, but for further study, you can also refer R.M. Mehta. So, coming on to our second major topic, that is pharmacology, it is further categorized into three subtopics, that is pharmacology and toxicology, pharmacological classification, and human anatomy and physiology. For pharmacology and toxicology, we recommend you with three books like K.D. Tripathi, Rangendale, and Barar. Like there may be main points in each of these books, different main points. So what you can do is you should consider either one of them as your reference book, and in that reference book you should summarize points from all other reference books. Like suppose you found mode of action important in Tripathi and side effect important in Rangendale and an adverse effect that is specific to Barar. So you can concise a summary of all these in any of your reference book, like so it can be Tripathi, Rangendale, or Barar, so that at the end, when you're revising, you are not focusing on to three different books and you are busy searching the information, but you have it all concise in your one reference book. Then the next subtopic is pharmacological classification, which is the most essential and the crucial part of ecology. So you can refer K.D. Tripathi and Vikas Seth for this. For human anatomy and physiology, we recommend you to go in detail in your second year only and focus it in a way for reference to competitive exams. And for this, you can refer Rawson Wilson and Tortora. And for university practicals, you can refer on to Rahul Phate. For pharmaceutical analysis, we recommend you all these books, Pavia, Skoog, and Chadwal, all as essential in their own ways, and Dr. Kasture you can refer for your titrations and practical basis. So coming on to our next major topic, that is pharmaceutical chemistry, we have broadly classified into two subcategories, that is organic and medicinal chemistry. So for organic chemistry, you can refer on to Behl and Behl, Morrison Boyd, and Essence-Aniel. Essence-Aniel you can refer specifically for rearrangement reaction, Morrison Boyd for in-depth knowledge of any topic, and Behl and Behl for just basic knowledge. And we also recommend you to go through CBSE 11th and 12th year chemistry books for a brief basic knowledge. Medicinal chemistry can be referred from Wilson and Giswold, and you can also refer Foy's. And coming on to our next major topic, that is pharmacognosy, Gokhale, Kokate, and Purohit is one of the best books recommended. And for again in-depth study, you can also refer Trees and Evans. And for practical and microscopical studies, you can refer Khandelwal too. Then for microbiology, I would recommend you to go through Tortora. Tortora itself is enough if you have studied in depth, and with it you can also refer Pelzar and Dr. C. Kokare for basic overview. For biochemistry, Satyanarayan does wonders. For biotechnology also Satyanarayan does wonders. And for biotechnology practicals and basic knowledge, you can again refer Dr. C. Kokare. Now we come on to a major topic where we all get confused, that is strategies for GPAT preparation. So plan your GPAT study depending upon the time available for GPAT exam from now. Like second year students, they have plenty of time, so we would recommend you to go through all the solved old year question papers so that you get an idea of the important topics and the subjects. Third year students still have 1.5 years, so you can focus on the major subjects. Coming on to fourth year students, you have 6 to 7 months time, which is an apt time for preparation, and we'll be discussing this in the further slides. So coming on to our 6 to 7 months plan, Your 6 to 7 months plan can be divided into months, weeks, and daily basis. So basically, what we mean by monthly, weekly, and daily basis is you can categorize the subjects monthly wise, or maybe it's up to you, like you want to focus one subject in particular month, or you want to focus 2 3 subjects together in that particular month. So based on that, you can divide it weekly. You can allot each subject to a particular week or daily basis, and simultaneously, once you allot a particular subject or a particular topic from that subject, you can allot it on a daily basis. Like first day will be your syllabus completion, and at the end of day can be your revision and solving the practice questions and tests, or you can allot it day wise. And further, you can enhance your memory by discussions. Yes, it can be during tea break or recess time. This is an additional trick. You should form a group of 3 to 4 members, or maybe it can even be two. So, whenever you have time, you discuss about the questions that you have read, so that both of you can freshen up your memory, and it will be a great way of studying and interesting too. So, coming on to fourth year students. So, we would recommend you 3 tips by us. Like, first, as I discussed before, there should be selection of books. You should choose an apt book for you, which will be your thorough reference book, which might also carry additional notes from other references book, maybe of the same subject or somehow related to it, like pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, and all can be related together. Suppose you are studying from KD Tripathi and you're studying, suppose, the chapter of diuretics. So while you're going through KD Tripathi, you can see the diagram of nephron, and simultaneously you can also open your medicinal chemistry book, and while studying the pharmacological classification, you can categorize the category of drugs acting on each part of the nephron. So that is how you can collaborate your all your studies together. Okay, then simultaneously, we also recommend you to prepare short notes, like short books. They can be in the form of short booklets, so they can fit into your like pocket size handy books. So whenever you are free or whenever you are doing time pass, it's so handy. You can take it out, you can flip the pages, or during boring lectures you can just keep it in your books and flip the pages and go through memorizing important points. Like suppose senna has 3 types of sinusoids, like sinusoid A, B, C, so which gives what test, which gives what color, and how are they distinguished. This is just an example for your reference. And you can also create flow charts for classifications. As you know, classifications are the main thing, so I would suggest you to go through the flow charts and study systematically for each subject. By this, what we mean is, as we discussed before, you have to study in all in a summarized way. Like medicinal chemistry and ecology, you can collaborate together so you won't get a burden, and it will be a concise way of studying and a better way of learning too. On to summary of our today's discussion is: start your study with simple and the topic that you like the most. Second, don't take burden of syllabus. Divide the syllabus into sections or topics. You will find it easy to study and finish the syllabus. Usually, the basic mistake that most of the students commit is, while they are studying a particular topic, still in their mind there will be thousands of topics and subjects that they have to study further. If you are studying this way, believe me, you will land up nowhere, because you don't even have that basic focus that you need for that particular subject. So, we would recommend you to put your 100% focus in the subject and the topic that you're studying, so that you don't take hours and hours of time in revising the same topic again and again. Then make short notes for each topic that covers all important points. Yes, one more mistake that is made here is, we often think that making short notes is time consuming. But believe me, till you don't make your own short notes, you won't be thorough with the topic. By short notes, we don't mean you to write elaborate definitions every time again and again. We mean the shortest notes. Like, suppose if we take, who is the father of pharmacognosy, you have to write the name, that's all.
then or the points that are difficult for you to remember. Then revise every topic again and again. Yes, if you study 10 topics today and we ask you after few days and you forget, then what is the use? You have to brush up your memory, and the best way of revision is to ask questions. And if you don't find any partner on any group, then you can ask yourself questions. Like today, if you studied, after 2 3 days, you can ask yourself questions. By this, if you're able to ask yourself questions, means half of the topic you remember then and there. And plus, if you're able to answer, then you are almost 90 to 100% done with that course or chapter. Then, the lastly but not the least, attempt practice or mock test. This is where you will get to know a thorough idea and be truthful to yourself. Identify your weak points in syllabus. Again, study these topics and convert your weaknesses into strengths. Coming on to key highlights of Eminence Plus, we'll be featuring you with interactive lectures. By interactive lectures, we mean the lectures won't be boring at all. There will be live discussions and live doubt solving sessions and live lectures too. In this, you will be gaining experience from toppers all over the institutes who have wide exposure of different types of exams and who have the experience of which all points and areas to be focused. And the best study material and quality test series will be composed by our team. Then your progress monitoring or performance tracking will be recorded as soon as you solve each test series. Personal guidance will be connecting you personally whenever we feel any student is lacking motivation or guidance. Plus, there is a 24 by 7 faculty support, so you can reach out to us anytime whenever you feel doubted or you feel demotivated or you need any solutions to any of your queries. You can contact any one of us anytime, and there will be doubt solving sessions added on onto weekends and as per your convenience. So we are really grateful of you for your time and patience, and we look forward to meeting you soon. Plus, if you have any additional queries or feedback, you can write us to eminence+gpat@gmail.com, or you can contact us even through our contact numbers. Please feel free to reach out to us anytime, any moment.